Now this is a story all about how cellular respiration gets started right now. Alright, Kinsey, go!
What?
'Twas the night before cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is when processes that are released in energy break down glucose and other food molecules in the process.
Where? Presence of presence.
Presence. That's it. Presence of oxygen.
That's a hard word.
Equation of cellular respiration is 6O2 plus C6H12O6 arrow 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy. Or easier way to say is oxygen plus glucose arrow carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. Should have done that first. As you can see, cellular respiration requires oxygen as molecules such as glucose and gives off carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Do not be misled, however, by the
simplicity. By the simplicity of this equation, if cellular respiration took place in just one step, all of the energy from glucose would be released at once, and most of it would be lost in the form of light and heat. Clearly, a living cell has to control that energy. It can simply start a fire. It has released the explosive chemical energy in food molecules a little bit at a time. The cell needs to find a way to trap those little bits of energy by using them to make ATP. My turn.
Oh, shit.
She just did. Glycolysis is a process in which one molecule of glucose is broken in half, producing two molecules of pyruvate. No, it's not pyruvate.
Produce where? Yeah, it is pyruvate acid.
Pyruvate acid has three carbon compounds. The process of glycolysis is shown in figure 9.3. Where's 9.3? Right here. This is 9.3. Bottom.
This
Wrong
was
way.
$1
That one.
at Family Dollar.
That is the process of glycolysis. Alright, back to reading. And there's something. Yeah. You read that.
No, you read. I read that. You read that.
Oh, what?
Even though glycolysis is an energy-releasing process, the cells need to put in a little energy to get things going. At the pathways beginning, two molecules of ATP are used up. In a way, those two ATP molecules are like an investment that pays back interest. In order to earn interest from a bank, first you have to put money into an account. Although the cell puts two ATP molecules into its account to get glycolysis going, when glycolysis is complete, 4 ATP molecules have been produced. This gives the cell a net gain of 2 ATP molecules.
NADPH produces one of the reactions of glycolysis, removing 4 high-energy electrons and passes them to an electron carrier called NAD+, or, I don't want to say the wrong word, like NADP+, I got a text, in school. That's not good. I don't think someone should be texting me in school. Don't do this at home, kids.
At home?
At school, either. Although all these blah 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 or whatever. Okay. Now we move to this. Now we're gonna move to fermentation. Okay. There are 2 steps of fermentation. Anaerobic and what is it? What's that? Lactic acid fermentation.
No. Yeah. No, that's not anaerobic.
Alcoholic. Sorry. But because fermentation does not require oxygen, it is said to be anaerobic. The term anaerobic means not in air. Two main types of fermentation are alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation, like I said. Alcohol fermentation, yeast, and a few other microorganisms are used alcohol fermentation forming and alcohol and carbon dioxide as a waste. This equation of alcohol fermentation after glycolysis is
Wait, where? Oh, right there.
that is alcoholic. Don't do alcohol, kids. Now we can go to lactic acid. Brought to you by Gavin.
Lactic acid fermentation. In many cells, the pyruvate acid that accumulates as a result of glycolysis, leave it alone, can be converted to lactic acid because the type of fermentation produces lactic acid. It is called lactic acid fermentation. Wow. This process regenerates NAD+, so that glycolysis can continue as shown in figure 9.4. Figure 9.4 is right there on top there. Right there on top. The equation for lactic acid fermentation after glycolysis is pyruvate acid plus NADH. Leave it alone. NADH arrow lactic acid plus NAD plus. Lactic acid is produced in your muscles during rapid exercise when the body cannot supply enough oxygen to the tissue. Without enough oxygen, the body, as the Jerad ends up like a little stick like he is, the body is not able to produce all of the ATP that is required. When you exercise vigorously, yeah, by running, swimming, or riding a bicycle, my butt is fast.
You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Skinner's one too.
Like, you should talk.
I can walk in this chair.
Of your arms, legs quickly run out of oxygen. Your muscle cells rapidly begin to produce ATP by lactic acid fermentation. The buildup of lactic acid causes a painful burning sensation. This is why muscles may feel sore after only a few seconds of intensive activity.
Unicellular organisms are also producing lactic acid as a waste product during fermentation. For example, prokaryotes are used to produce a wide variety of foods, beverages such as cheese, yogurt, buttermilk, and sour cream. Pickles, sauerkraut, and kimchi are also produced using lactic acid fermentation.
When are we done?
Now, we have come to an end to our section of the storybook of biology. Tune in next time with me and Gavin for another scientific note.